We like to make a bread like this, so yummy. Then stick right on it. Watch this video. It's yet another edition of Teenage Diet, and if you are not subscribed yet to the channel, what are you waiting for? We're learning every day. And guys, this is dope. I'm going to show you all the secret ingredients, the secrets for you to achieve a very wonderful healthy bread. Okay.
Hello my lovelies, do you know that you can actually bake a bread without oven? And yes, you can as well bake without kneading it in the traditional way. This is a testimony. This particular bread is a testimony that yes, you can. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you all the tricks and methods.
And it tastes so good. Woo!
Without further ado, I get a bowl and my sieve, put in 2 cups of flour right into it, and I sieve through. Next, I'm going to be oiling my pan. This is actually basically cake pan, but it can serve, of course. So you use some butter to line the pan and then use some flour to dust it. Then we'll continue with making a bread dough. So we put in the yeast, then a pinch of salt, some sugar. Next, you add some milk flavor. Don't worry guys, I have carefully listed down all the measurements proper in the description box. Now properly mix up all the dry ingredients together and set it aside. Now we mix up the wet ingredients. To a clean glass, add a lukewarm water, add in some dry milk, an egg. You turn all together. Now I'm going to be going in with some melted butter and I stir up together. You can now pour it right in the middle of the wet ingredients and you mix up. And add a little water if it is too dry. But be mindful when doing this to avoid over putting water because the yeast is actually hygroscopic. At the point you have to remove the spatula and use your hands to rub it in together properly for like 5 minutes before you go ahead to cover it and allow it to rise for some time, for an hour. After you're done mixing it properly, you add in some vegetable oil or some of the remaining melted butter that we added in earlier. You rub it around the surface to avoid drying out. Now you cover with a nylon and allow to rest for an hour. After an hour, this is what we have. Is a little bit bigger and softer and smoother, the bread dough, and even stretchy. Now you're going to give it a little mix up once again to release the bubbles before you cut out and roll the dough. Here I cut into 3. You can as well measure it to be sure that they are all equal. Always dust the surface before you roll to avoid sticking of the dough. So one of the secrets to achieving a very wonderful bread is the flour you use. Like here I used royal bake flour. There are some flours that you will use for bread making, it wouldn't turn out well. Okay, so this is a pro tip. When making bread, you go for a good bread flour if possible. So I just decided to go a little bit extra by adding in some dry fruits, currant into it, because I do like this a lot in my pastries. So we'll roll up like this. Just take your time. You roll it up, pinch it before you add into the tray. the baking sheet. Now you do the same for the other ones, the same process, the remaining. So when you're done rolling like this, you put all into the baking tray, and you can use egg wash to rub on top. Here I'm actually using some milk. All is experiment. Now I add some salt to the pot. Already I preheated the oven. I allowed it to heat up some time before putting. Here is after 40 minutes I checked it, and voila, after like 50 to 60 minutes, that's approximately an hour, here is the bread we have. You go ahead to rub some butter on top to give it that shiny good look, and voila, I must tell you, this bread is dope. If you're trying it out, let us know. Endeavor to share this video to others.
It tastes so good. I've never ever tasted the organic so good right now. I'm putting my baby.
Homemade bread.
I'm sorry. Gosh. It's milky, egg complete. This place is crazy and it's nice. Just dip me very low if your bread doesn't burn, okay?